Welcome everybody to Events We Like, because audiences want to discover great events and great experts. My name is Michelle Finnegan Nixon, and today I have the most wonderful person on the planet. Absolutely love this guy. His name is Jerry Conti. Thank you for coming. I'm so excited that you're here.
Awesome.
So I want to let the guests know a little bit more about Jerry, but sometimes I think that when my guests come on my show, it's better that they share why they got into the business, a little bit about their background. Somehow it's a little bit more exciting for them to tell their story than for me to tell their story. So Jerry, why don't you go ahead and tell us a little bit about yourself and
Sure.
Why you're into this business called LexHomePro.com.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, I've been an entrepreneur for 25 years. I left the corporate business about 30 years ago, and I got involved in all kinds of businesses, everything from direct sales to producing events to working with rock star entrepreneurs. So I have been a joint venture specialist and really doing all kinds of businesses. Right now I'm in the real estate space, which is really fun.
Fantastic. And you're from California? Is that where you're from?
Or originally from New Jersey, and I moved to California in 2000. And so I've been out in California for 18 years now. I love it.
Well, I want to say something about events. I always hear about the most amazing events all around the world. But what really struck me, like I had that awe factor, is he said his event is called The Next Big Thing. I was like, wow. That doesn't that like automatically, I'm talking to the crew right now, but doesn't that just like hit you, the next big thing? And what really made it exciting, it's the next big thing in real estate. Now we know real estate's always been number one, usually when you talk about building a business. But to have the next big thing in real estate, that's even more incredible. So Jerry's going to talk about a few things. He's going to talk about a little bit about the courses that they do and some of the people that work with him. But he does have a few events and a few opportunities. If you want to learn more about Jerry, you can go to LexHomePro.com. You can also check him out at eventswelike.com. And I'm going to just turn everything over to you now, Jerry, so you can tell them what you do for people and how they can work with you, and definitely about all the events that you have planned this year.
Yeah, absolutely. So Lux Home Pro, we're in the luxury vacation rental business. We couldn't be more excited about being in this space right now because it is the hottest real estate space where we can lease a property or potentially just market a property and earn six figures from just one property, a property that you don't even own, which makes it really special because when you think about getting into real estate, you're thinking about putting out a lot of money. If you're flipping a home or you're purchasing properties, it could be challenging, especially right now in our economy today. It's not the time to own properties. It's the time to control properties. And that's exactly what we teach our students. It's what we do ourselves. My partner, Dave Bynum, and I started Lux Home Pro back in February. We built 2 marketing funnels. I'm a marketing guy. I know how to build marketing funnels and to attract people to it. We ended up filling up our first event in Scottsdale, Arizona. It was a huge success. Did it again in May, and we had the exact same result, a great success. People love this content. They want to know how to get into the vacation rental business for multiple reasons. One is that you can make six figures with just one property you don't even own, but even more important than that is you get to use the property when the property's not being rented, right? Yeah. So you're going to rent it out probably about 65% of the year, and the rest of the time you could do what you want with it. So it's a great opportunity to have fun, help others with a great experience when they come out and they travel to stay at your place. And again, that's what it's all about. Luxury vacation rental, the vacation industry is just booming in that sense. People want to come together. They want that shared economy. They want to travel together in groups. And when they do that, they can do that in a beautiful luxury home with their private pool, private jacuzzi, all the gamification that they want when they stay at a property, and they have fun with their family, and there's nothing more rewarding than watching that happen to your clients and your customers who come in and rent your home.
Well, I want to stop you there for a moment. So what we're talking about here is, and what I hear you saying, is that if you get one property, just one, and you manage that well with all your tools and tips and everything, is that $100,000 a year? Or?
Yeah, and that's a profit, right? We shoot for $100,000 in profit per property on one home, one luxury home. And you can't do that on regular homes because there's just not enough revenue that the property's producing. So we're getting anywhere from, say, $950 a day in rent on the short-term level, all the way up to $1,500-1,600 a day for our properties, which is really great because now once you can cash flow that, it's great. And we lease the properties or we just market the properties.
Well, this is like doubly exciting because as real estate is getting even better as the number one, events are going up. So there's so many public speakers and coaches and masterminds. Everybody is into personal development. They want to be better human beings and they want to be better at everything. They want their families to live more luxurious lifestyles and have more time together. And just, it's important because especially, if you've got things going on in your cities that you don't necessarily like, you can bring your family to a really nice place. And what I liked what you said was you can bring groups. So if you're a coach out there listening and you want to do a mastermind, now just imagine this. Jerry's not talking about a simple, 5-bedroom house, a 2,000 square foot home. He's talking about like what's one of the sizes of your property?
We look for properties anywhere from like 5,000 to about 7,000 square feet.
Yeah, and they're huge properties with pools and jacuzzis and the most, the finest pictures and so
gorgeous.
It's an experience. And so what happens is if you're a coach out there that wants to do a mastermind or a retreat, you can invite 20 people over to this place because there's plenty of beds there, right? And you can do your mastermind there. And so instead of a person who would normally pay just to do this by themselves, they would have to pay probably thousands of dollars, you can actually divide that out so it becomes affordable for your group, which is why people are so excited about renting these. It's not just a business side that people are wanting to make $100,000 a year, but it's people who want to take their groups to great places. And so it's a double win.
Yeah, absolutely. You get to use the property for whatever you want to use it for. You can continue to rent it out to, for some of the properties for weddings, corporate events, all kinds of things. But the traffic coming in off of Airbnb, VRBO, Booking.com, all the various sites that we drive traffic from, you're going to probably book your home about 65% of the year through those engines, those traffic engines.
It's amazing.
So it's just a wonderful business opportunity. People are starting to hear about it. People used to travel, in a hotel. That was a common thing. You pay $300 a night, you sleep 4 people. And then Airbnb came out, and all of a sudden people were renting houses like this one. This is 2,500 square foot home. People would come and 8 people would stay. Now, the new trend is spend $1,200 a night, but you can sleep 25. And that's a pretty cool concept. So when you look at the numbers and you divide the numbers up, you could realize it's just as cheap to stay.
And I feel like I'm going to get excommunicated from the hotel world because one of the things that hotels do when you bring people, when you want food, in your room, I don't even remember, they charge you astronomical to bring food in. When you have a property like yours that you're talking about, you can do whatever you want in that house.
Yeah, it's great. We get a private chef, to come in.
Exactly.
When you're hosting events and stuff, and so you get the whole thing catered. It's a great experience. There's a fun environment. We always gamify the homes to make it such a great experience because you want those 5-star reviews, don't you?
Yeah.
Right? So we want people to come back.
And it's truly the freedom-based lifestyle. If you're really looking for freedom-based, there's a lot of upsides. I mean, think about it. Just managing one property, that's all you did. Yeah, you don't even own it. And you get $100,000 a year. Can you imagine doing 2 and just wait a minute, let me ask you that. Is anybody doing more than 1?
Yeah, absolutely. So my partner started with 11 properties in 6 states, and he was doing really great, but most of those were smaller properties. When he got his first luxury home, it was a game changer for him because the one property makes as much as 7 to possibly even 10 regular homes that you can make with just one luxury property. So what would you rather do, manage 1 or manage 7?
Oh, my Lord.
So it's a lot easier from a business perspective. So I'm a producer. I teach this. This is my 6th educational company that I'm creating, and we have just done terrific. Our students are having total success with what we're doing, and we run 3-day events called Lux Home Pro. We have one coming up here in August 27th to the 30th in Scottsdale, Arizona. You can go to luxhomepro.com. That's luxhomepro.com, and you can learn all about that. You can fill out an application, and somebody will contact you and give you more information about the event. We also do one-day events all over the country, actually, which is really great. So I just got back from a 12-day tour around the country teaching entrepreneurs how to do this. in like a 3-hour, one-day event, so they get a feel for it. They can, understand, if this is right for them, if this is a space they want to go into it. When I look at the flipping business and people purchasing, or
You're going to all contact him now.
yeah, even wholesale buying and stuff like that,
Yeah.
the game has changed. You used to be able to buy paper on a property for 20 cents on a dollar, and then maybe even flip that property and make a good $100,000 income. You can't do that in flipping right now. The money's not there, and so people are looking for alternative ways to get into real estate because it's been so good. Control it instead of own it, and make these types of profits. And so it's just a fun business to be in. It's exciting. Our events are electrifying. So if you can ever get to a Luxome Pro event, you definitely want to do that because it will be worth every bit of your time, I promise.
One of the things that Jerry had mentioned to me too is there's different ways that you can work with Jerry and his team. So, they have a do-it-yourself course, and then they have one where the master comes out and actually, walks you through the whole thing. But one of my favorite things I heard about is sometimes you take a tour. How does that work?
Yeah. At our 3-day event, we have one day where we dedicate the morning for a bus tour, and we take our students. We usually have between 40 and 50 students that come to our live event, and we take them on a big bus, and we look at 5 luxury homes in the locality that we're hosting the event. And now we've predetermined these homes as 6-figure profit centers. So it's great because then some of the students, if they're interested in one of the properties, they can pick up a property.
And I want to share something else. I asked, Jerry, why he got into this business, and he said something was really touching. He says he just wants to help everyday people make lots of money. We talked about this.
Yeah.
Make lots of money, have lots of fun, all of that. And he's known as the compassionate guy. I know you give back. He has all kinds of causes that he supports, and if he can help you make money the easy way,
Yeah.
I strongly recommend that you go to luxhomepro.com and learn as much as you can, because Jerry is a real good guy, and he's especially phenomenal, and he's an expert in the marketing space as well.
Well, thank
so, you're just an amazing human being.
Thank you.
I absolutely
appreciate that.
love
I
Jerry
really do.
Conti. So, again, what is the date of the...
Yeah, August 27th to August 30th. And it's going to be in Scottsdale, Arizona. We're at the McCormick Ranch. It's a beautiful place.
And what is that event title? We've got to get our titles.
That's our Luxome Pro 3-day conference.
Okay, perfect. All right, well, if you want to learn more about Jerry, you can go to eventswelike.com. Jerry Conti, you can also just go to eventswelike.com. We'll have his guest appearance on there. And luxhomepro.com is even better to go to because you can book an appointment right away. When you get there, if you see something you like and you've got some questions, you could book an appointment, and his team, they're on it.
Yeah,
they will
we're on it.
absolutely call you and schedule an appointment and answer all your questions. This is an exciting field to be in, the next big thing indeed. Thank you so much for being here, Jerry. Is there anything else you want to share with anyone?
No, I just want to say that I love helping people make a difference and make money in a business. I don't think there's anything more exciting than helping somebody, reach a higher level in life, especially financially, and you can do that with this vehicle, probably better than any other vehicle that I've promoted in the last 20 years. So it's that simple.
So I just want to say thank you again to Jerry Conti, luxhomepro.com, and I want to say I'm so grateful that if you stayed tuned this long, I know you had a lot of other places you could be, but the fact that you were here with us today means so much. So thank you very much for that. Again, please go to eventswelike.com. We have great events, and we want audiences to discover the greatest experts on the planet at the highest level, because audiences do want to discover great events and great experts. So we'll see you around the event space somewhere in America or the world. Take care, and God bless you.